Games and future games with Gerard Campbell, Game Junkie NZ as he's also known at stuff.co.nz, also the Game Junkie 2.0 blog, Game Junkie NZ on Twitter. Morning, Gerard.
Morning, Wammo. How are you?
Very good, very good. Now's time to take pause, take stock and say, look, it's been okay this year up until now in the way of games, but we're now about to enter a fierce period of activity for gamers.
A new phase on the horizon.
Yes. It is kind of a lull at the moment, really, isn't it, actually?
Yeah, that's well, because I guess sort of that traditional July, sort of August period is sort of traditionally quiet, you know. There's not a lot. You know, we've had, you know, some arcade games and probably PSN games and those sorts of things. And I guess the big, you know, the rollout of the big games starting to come out was with Deus Ex Human Revolution.
Yes,
which was out last week, which is very, very good, might I add.
Good. Okay. Well, what can we look forward to?
Yes. Well, this week we have, and I've noticed that there's a plethora of games with 3 in their title coming out in the next few months.
Yeah.
We've got Resistance 3 for the PlayStation 3, which is coming out this week, which is obviously the third game in a series by developer Insomniac. We've got, of course, the big head-to-head in a little bit of the war shooters, Battlefield 3 and Modern Warfare 3.
Indeed. Hotly anticipated by all first-person shooter enthusiasts. But this is like, it's kind of like Holden versus Ford, really.
It is. Yeah, you've hit it on nail on the head, because it's very... Modern Warfare gamers are very passionate that theirs is the best, Battlefield sucks, and Battlefield players say, oh, Modern Warfare sucks, Call of Duty sucks, Battlefield's where it's at. And I guess the interesting thing will be, because I guess, you know, for Battlefield series, of course, it's traditionally been multiplayer, really, up until sort of, you know, the single-player components of Bad Company and those sort of things.
Yeah.
The big head-to-head where they'll go that a lot of people play those games for is the multiplayer. So that'll be where, you know, the big battle will be on just how the multiplayer's changed and how good it is, because they've both got their own really fervent and passionate followers. So that's going to be very interesting. And of course,
they've both been releasing their trailers. I've got to say, I guess I'm a little bit biased because I enjoy playing Battlefield more than I enjoy playing Call of Duty, but Battlefield and EA have been very smart with the release of their trailers. Just the right sort of tone to get people really enthusiastic, and then adding in new elements for Battlefield 3 and showing off new elements like the Caspian trailer, which shows you the ability to fly jets, which I think was in Battlefield 1, but they've brought it back for Battlefield 3. Just stunning footage.
The thing too that, although I noticed that Activision have started amping up their hype about Modern Warfare, because of course they last weekend, I think it was, they had the CO2 XP event in Los Angeles, which was a huge, massive, big festival about all things Modern Warfare. And I understand that they had a paintball arena set up in the form of one of the maps from one of the Modern Warfare games. So that'd be pretty cool. So I think we'll see in the next month that the hype will start really rolling. So definitely, if you're a shooter fan, you know, look, if you're a shooter fan, there's no reason why you can't get both. I mean, if they're both pretty good. The single player of Modern Warfare, actually, from what I've seen, is actually starting to look a wee bit better than Black Ops, which I sort of thought was a bit average, really.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, for war fans, it's that. You know, we've got games like Gears of War, which is Gears of War 3, which is coming out this month, 20th of this month. So that's the continuing saga of Marcus and Dom and the Cog and the Locust.
And we got that little preview we talked about. You can find that video.
Yeah, we did. That's looking really good. You know, I'm looking forward to that. Another big one for the PlayStation 3 this year is going to be Uncharted 3, which is a great series. You know, it's a really good series on the PS3, so that's something to look out for. You know, there's things like
just looking at the trailer. Sorry, just looking for the trailer for Uncharted 3. It hasn't got Helen Mirren in it, does it? The character in there looks.
I don't know.
looks very much like Helen Mirren, because I wouldn't.
Oh, that one there.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they, like we saw with LA Noire, they are getting stars into some of these games now and scanning them in.
Oh, look, as we know, it's a few years ago it used to be sort of B-grade actors who are appearing in video games because they weren't really the thing to do. But now you're getting actually A-listers who want to be in video games because it's the thing to be in. So Naughty Dog are a really professional. They do really high cinematic quality games. So there's no doubt that there could be some sort of nice talent thrown in. But certainly, Uncharted series is one of the best on the PS3, and Uncharted 3 is looking absolutely wonderful.
Cool.
And there's things like Assassin's Creed Revelations, which is due out this year, I think, which is another game in the Assassin's Creed series. And I love that series. It's Assassin's Creed Brotherhood was wonderful.
Yeah.
So there's it's only touching on those key titles, but there are a lot. There's Skyrim and stuff which is coming out, and those sorts of things. So and Rage, I think, is coming out from id Software. I think that might be this year.
Yeah.
It's certainly going to get, if you're an avid gamer and you're going to spend some cash, you're going to have an empty wallet, I think, by the end of the year.
You are, and you may not see any sunshine. That's the only bad thing about this time of the year. Of course, it's good for the Northern Hemisphere. They're starting to enter autumn and winter, and good time to be inside playing games, but they come out at the same time, of course, here, and we go, sunshine, garden, beach.
Oh, beach, barbecue,
but Modern Warfare.
3. Modern Warfare Palooza. But yeah, look, I think that this year's been a really good year, I'm really pleased with this year. It's been really good. There's been some really high quality stuff coming out this year. And, this September, October, November period is traditionally that, it's, as you said, it's the Northern Hemisphere winter, so it's their Christmas. So, that's their holiday season. So that's when they know, and all publishers and developers know that this is the crunch year, usually for the year. So, if you want to make the most of the sunshine that's coming, sort of do it before the end of September, because that's when it sort of starts rolling out, And plus, with games like Deus Ex, which are huge games, that's sucking up the time, and it's a lot of multiplayer. So it's a good time for a game at the moment.
All right. Well, you can follow more from Gerard over at stuff.co.nz in the technology section and the gaming section there, and also the Game Junkie 2.0 blog, where you can see this once again as a video. Gerard, we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Will do. See you.